My mother and father separated when I was 12 years old, and I had a sister that lived with me, and my mother had told me when I was 12 years old that I was the man of the family. She had never worked a day in her life, and I had to help and go to work. And I worked until I was 97 years of age, 87 years old of age. I'm confused. When I was 77 years old, I stopped working. Now I've got it straight. But basically, I worked 54 hours a week, went to Pascal High School, got off work at 10:30 at night, and literally I made a total of $7.50 when school was going on. And in the summertime, I worked 93 hours a week for $10. I couldn't get the same money that they were paying grown men. I was 14 at that time. President Roosevelt had established that a family could live on $12 a week. And the store I was working at it was destroyed by fire, and I was transferred over to the North Side store and ended up going to North Side High School and not doing very well in grades. In fact, I thought I was kind of stupid because I was learning stuff, but I couldn't take tests, and my test grades were awful. And 21 days after I graduated from high school in February of 1943, I was drafted. And like everyone during the war years, well, we thought it was a one-way trip, so my childhood sweetheart, Doris Jean Janowski, and I got married right before I was drafted. And since I had been supporting my mother, well, I took out an allowance for my mother and my sister, my wife, and I drew $7.50 a month pay. Well, the first 12 months I was in the service, out of the 29 months I was in during World War II. I had started to work for Frisco Railroad as a motor messenger, carrying waybills from downtown to the 8th Avenue job. And when I came back, why, my job was open at 67 cents an hour. My wife was making 35 cents an hour, and we set up housekeeping with that income. And she worked nights the days for the 13 months I was out of the service, and I would work nights. And after a month, we said, hey, this is not going to work. I was miserable doing inside work, and I decided to get back into the service. When I was drafted, they sent me to I wanted to go to pilot school like everyone else wanted to do, get in a job and do something to the Japanese or the Germans. And everything was full. Everybody jumped in and joined the service in 1941-42 and received all the rank in a hurry. And I was sent to a B-24 school in Keesler, Mississippi. From there, they sent me to the factory school in Detroit, and I was supposed to be trained for being a flight engineer on a B-24. And I went to Salt Lake City for overseas assignment, and they said, we do not need any more B-24 maintenance people or flight people. Said, you're going to be a mechanic. I said, okay, I'm going to be the best one there is if I have to be a mechanic. I couldn't go to gunnery school, it was full. So they sent me to a fighter outfit, and after being trained on 4-engine B-24s, that was kind of a letdown. And the first chance I got, I volunteered for overseas, and I was sent to England trying to get in a B-24 bomb wing. And I ended up, of all things, right outside of London, signed to a VIP squadron for Supreme Headquarters, Eisenhower and all of his staff, and the commanders of the eastern part of the war effort. We took care of Omar Bradley, Patton, all the VIPs in London. We were 28 miles outside of London, and the superior headquarters was located in London. They came and go.